I was very assertive at one point in my life, and I find myself to being less assertive now than I've ever was, you know. And it's somewhat to downplay. I mean, I don't like it, because I like to be able to. I'm aggressive, and I like to be able to speak up without hurting someone, you know. And I would like to get it back.
Well, we'll talk a little bit more, of course, about those differences. But the thing that strikes me is that obviously, if you've been there, you can be there again. Yeah. And it helps to emphasize one of the elements that I think we all should be thinking about, and that is the fact that we are talking about behavior rather than something that's a characteristic of persons. We're not talking about something that you're born with. You had the good fortune to be born African American. I had the good fortune to be born Anglo. Sammy Sosa had the good fortune to be born Hispanic. Those are immutable things. Those are unchangeable things. But assertiveness is a learned thing. That's something that we can develop over time. We can learn the skills, we can apply the skills, and I think it's important to recognize.
So could you ask me, why was mine lost?
I can't tell you. You've gone through a lot of life circumstances that I'm not familiar with, of course, and those kinds of things can inhibit you. But it is circumstantial. It is something that can change over time in both directions. But the fact is that it's not characteristic of you as a person necessarily to be assertive, or of me, or of anyone else. It's characteristic of the behavior that we exhibit in particular circumstances. And those circumstances are different with every person, with timing, with the setting, what's going on there.
Hey, you know, a bunch of us are going after work today to get a couple of drinks over at Joe's. You want to come with?
No, thanks.
Everybody's going.
I'm not interested. Actually, I have a project going on at home, and I'd rather do that.
Okay, let's stop right there. Okay, what were you feeling? Were you feeling pressured?
Yeah, a little bit, and basically just want her to know that I have a life outside of work.
What pressured you, Linda?
Probably the coworker, you know, trying to blend in a friendship thing.
Just having the invitation sounds like was the pressure there.
Right,
okay.
Right.
Louisa, what did you notice in her response to you?
That she didn't back off, and I got close. And that I don't think she gave any leeway for too many questions. That's why I said everybody's going, and then after that, what she said, I wouldn't have said anymore. I wouldn't have asked again.
Okay, what did somebody else notice? Anything that you want to mention?
She offered an excuse.
Yes, she did, didn't she, Tim? What was the excuse? Do you remember?
That she had to go home and work on a project there.
Okay. And did you need that excuse? I mean,
probably not.
I didn't hear Louisa come on with enough persistent pressure to even feel you needed to say anything more. But you felt you needed to say something more. And I think that's kind of an important element of one of these things, that we get that feeling inside that somehow I need to explain myself. I need to take care of this other person's needs. I need to help her to feel better about the situation, and you don't.